Hi, my name is Loreen Stromberg from Mechanical Engineering, and I'm here to talk to you today about why it's important for us to detect Salmonella before it finds you. But really, I think you guys already know that because nobody likes to get foodborne food poisoning effectively. But the problem is that 1 in 6 people every year contract some type of foodborne illness. And if you multiply that by the population, that's over 1 billion people. And that's not all Salmonella. There's others like E. coli, Listeria, Campylobacter, hundreds of other bacteria, as well as viruses and fungus that can make people sick. Now, most people, when they get food poisoning, it's not really that big of a deal. You stay home for a day or two, you drink a lot of water, and then you recover just fine. But unfortunately, the immunocompromised population, this can affect them really, really badly. They don't have the immune system necessary to fight that infection. So this was actually a case of infant formula. There was a huge recall in Europe, and that was contaminated with Salmonella. And this is a really big problem because infants are very, very vulnerable to this, and they can develop lifelong disorders as a result of the complications from this infections. So why are we not doing better? How come we can't detect these pathogens? Well, this kind of summarizes the problem for you. I think as non-scientists, we tend to have this idea that it should be easy to detect pathogens, but in reality, it's more like the picture on the right. Pathogens look like every other bacteria, the billions of them that are covering every surface in our life. And so to detect Salmonella with the state-of-the-art method, it takes about 12 hours, but really, in reality, it's more like average of 24 to 48 hours, and sometimes even up to a week. So therein lies the problem, effectively, when it comes to detecting these foodborne pathogens. The food processing facilities have to collect all of these samples and then send them to the to clinical testing laboratories where these highly trained people are going to purify the samples, streak them out onto Petri dishes, and either use microscopy or PCR, lots of advanced methods to do detection. So what if instead of doing this method that takes lots of time and lots of money, we had a handheld sensor that's small, compact, easy to use. You just press a button and you can get results within minutes. So that's what we're actually working to prototype in our laboratory, is a device that can do detection of Salmonella within 20 minutes. And so instead of that whole process and doing a food recall after 2 days, and you maybe have already eaten the food, we want to put this sensor into the hands of the people working on the lines of these food processing facilities. So that if there's a problem, they're doing detection, they can stop the line and fix it, and then, basically circumvent a recall. So if you have any questions, I'm actually doing a poster today. We can talk about the nitty-gritty science that I didn't present to you today. Or if you have any suggestions, we're actually trying to commercialize this research, so I'd love to talk to you about that. Thank you.